Hello. Hello, my dear viewers, my well-wishers, my patrons, and those who regularly participate in my live streaming class are being requested to join as soon as possible. I am very punctual tonight. I promised to be online at 11 o'clock at night, and I have done so. Thank you very much, Anubhav. You have gone to the dogs. And change your name, please. It is ugly. Thank you very much. I am for WBCS men. Yes, Sagnik Das. Listen to the live streaming class and you will be benefited, because I am going to translate a Bengali passage into English, and it is intended for WBCS aspirants, PSC main aspirants, and also UPSC examinees. Okay. However, let us start, and before that, I welcome all to my channel, An Easy Step to English Grammar, and let us start. If this video you think comes to your benefit, you must like, comment, I don't know how to give shout out. Just I shall have to learn to give a shout out. Okay? I have no knowledge about it. Okay? Now, I may request all of you to like, comment, share and subscribe. As per my promise, I have appeared before you to translate a Bengali passage into English. Okay? It is going to be a very, very important lesson for you. For example, ক্ষুধার যাতনা ভুলিবার নিমিত্ত, everybody will try. Yes, I have recognized Sagnik Das, Anubhav. Okay, I will unblock you. Okay, no problem. Tonight I will unblock, but never post rubbish. ক্ষুধার যাতনা ভুলিবার নিমিত্ত ঈশ্বরচন্দ্র বড়বাজার হইতে ঠনঠনিয়া পর্যন্ত বারে বারে যাতায়াত করিতেছিলেন। Again I am repeating the Bengali sentence. Try your level best to translate yourself. ক্ষুধার যাতনা ভুলিবার নিমিত্ত ঈশ্বরচন্দ্র বড়বাজার হইতে ঠনঠনিয়া পর্যন্ত বারে বারে যাতায়াত করিতেছিলেন or হাঁটিতেছিলেন. What will be the translation? So it must be in past continuous tense. হাঁটিতেছিলেন বা যাতায়াত করিতেছিলেন. So it is obvious that you will have to apply past continuous tense as there is ছিলেন. Okay? So You may start like this. Later I will type the English passage in your description box and you will follow. ক্ষুধার যাতনা ভুলিবার নিমিত্ত। In order to forget the pangs of hunger, PANGS, the pangs of hunger, ক্ষুধার যাতনা. In order to forget the pangs of hunger, Iswar Chandra had been, I am using past perfect continuous tense because it was a continuous process and it was going on for a long time, and that is why I am to apply past perfect continuous tense. Iswar Chandra had been walking up and down from Barabazar to Thanthania again and again. Let us translate the passage, translate the line again. In order to forget the pangs of hunger, Iswar Chandra had been walking up and down from Barabazar to Thanthania again and again. You may not use again and again because you are using up and down. Okay? ইহাতে ক্ষুধার যাতনা আরো বাড়িয়া গেল। ইহাতে ক্ষুধার যাতনা আরো বাড়িয়া গেল। Why don't you give a like sign? Why don't you subscribe my channel? I am taking a laborious time only for you, nothing else. ইহাতে ক্ষুধার যাতনা আরো বাড়িয়া গেল। At this, the pangs of hunger increased more than before. Increased more than before. Again, I am repeating the sentence. You see, at this, the pangs of hunger increased. Again, I am using past indefinite tense. At this, the pangs of hunger increased. Yes, Sufol. I am, as usual, translating a Bengali passage into English. At this, the pangs of hunger increased more than before. Okay? গ্রীষ্মকাল ও মাথার উপর প্রখর রৌদ্র। গ্রীষ্মকাল, তার উপর মাথার উপর প্রখর রৌদ্র। So there is no verb in the sentence, in the Bengali sentence, but you will have to bring a verb. So it was the summer, or it was summer, and adding to this, overhead, there was scorching sun. Overhead, there was scorching sun. SCORCHING. Again, I am repeating the sentence. It was summer, and above all, there was the scorching sun overhead. You may use overhead before, and above all, overhead there was the scorching sun. নেক্সট সেন্টেন্স, ঈশ্বরচন্দ্র প্রচুর ঘামিয়ে গেলেন এবং ক্রমশ দুর্বল বোধ করিতে লাগিলেন। পাস্ট ইনডেফিনাইট টেন্স। ঈশ্বরচন্দ্র ঘামিয়া গেলেন। ঈশ্বরচন্দ্র was sweating or perspiring. Past continuous tense I am using. Iswar Chandra was perspiring, Perspiring, or sweating, and gradually he felt weakness. And gradually he felt weakness. So there is a combination of past continuous tense and past indefinite tense. Actually, you will have to transliterate, not translate. You will have to transliterate the content of the passage. Okay. ঈশ্বরচন্দ্র প্রচুর ঘামিয়ে গেলেন। ঈশ্বরচন্দ্র was sweating profusely, okay, or no, drenched, here actually drenched in rainwater, সম্পূর্ণ ভিজে যাওয়া, drenched in rainwater, but when you are using sweating or perspiring profusely, it would be good English. Iswar Chandra was sweating profusely and gradually he felt weakness. Gradually he felt weakness. Thanthaniar সন্নিকটে ছোট্ট একটি মিষ্টির দোকান। Thanthaniar সন্নিকটে ছোট্ট একটি মিষ্টির দোকান। So you see, you will have to use a verb in the sentence. Just near Thanthania, there was a small shop of sweetmeats. মিষ্টির দোকান বা মিষ্টান্নের দোকান, stall of sweetmeats or shop of sweetmeats. Again I am repeating. Just near Thanthania or adjacent to Thanthania, there was a small shop of sweetmeats. You are using introductory there. Introductory there. মালিক একজন মাঝবয়সী মহিলা। মালিক একজন মাঝবয়সী মহিলা। So just near, yes, there is no problem. You may use just near. Just near Thanthania, there was a small shop of sweetmeats. Okay, মালিক একজন মাঝবয়সী মহিলা। The owner of the shop was a lady or a woman of middle age. Of middle age. Okay, the owner of the shop was a woman of middle age. Okay, তিনি বালক ঈশ্বরচন্দ্রের গলায় উপবিত ও ঘর্মাক্ত কলেবর দেখিয়া করুণা বোধ করিলেন। You may use participle here because the subject is the same person, that is the woman. Okay, having seen the sacred thread, উপবিত অর্থাৎ পৈতে, having seen the sacred thread on the shoulder, okay, Datta Sahab, you have joined, and I am very happy. Having seen the trade, whose trade? Okay. Having seen the sacred, S-A-C-R-E-D, sacred thread on the shoulder of Iswar Chandra, and also his sweating body, she took pity on him. She took pity on him. Now, you may use like this. She took pity on Iswar Chandra. She took pity on Iswar Chandra. You may begin from the last. She took pity on Iswar Chandra after having seen the boy Iswar Chandra, after having seen the boy Iswar Chandra with a sacred thread, T-H-R-E-A-D, on his shoulder, and also his sweating body. Okay? So begin from the last. After having seen, she took pity on the boy Iswar Chandra after having seen the sacred thread on his shoulder and his sweating or perspiring body. Okay? Iswar Chandra এক গ্লাস জলের জন্য সেখানে গেলেন। Iswar Chandra went to the shop for a glass of water. Iswar Chandra went to the shop for a glass of water. কিন্তু মহিলা তাকে একটি শালপাতার ঠোঙায় মুড়ি, মুড়কি, চিড়া ও দই দিলেন। In your PSC examination or in your WBCS main examination, this sort of the track Bengali translation passage may be said. For example, all these words or vocabularies. So Iswar Chandra went to the shop for a glass of water, but the lady or the woman gave him puffed rice, that is muri, puffed rice, again murki. What is the English meaning of murki? Jaggery coated, Jaggery, jaggery coated puffed rice, muri puffed rice or popped rice, both are correct. Jaggery coated puffed rice, murki, chira, and dohi, D-A-H-I, dohi, or curd, share the curd. Okay, dohi or curd in a pot made of shal leaves. Okay, made of shal leaves. If it was segun, it may have been thick or might have been thick, but shal. Okay, shal leaves. Again, I am repeating. Iswar Chandra went to the shop for a glass of water, but the woman gave him puffed rice, jaggery coated puffed rice, chira, and dahi or curd in a pot made of shal leaves. Okay, ঈশ্বরচন্দ্র ভালো করিয়া উদর পূর্তি করিয়া খাইতেছিলেন. ঈশ্বরচন্দ্র was relishing his food, or Ishwarchandra was eating the substance voraciously to fill his stomach, and with the same sentence, মহিলাটি তাহাকে পর্যবেক্ষণ করিতেছিলেন. You may begin from the end. For example, the woman was observing him, past continuous tense. The woman was observing him when he was eating the food voraciously to fill up his stomach. Voraciously, udar purti koriya gobgrase, to fill up his stomach. Okay, পরে ঈশ্বরচন্দ্র তার আত্মজীবনীতে লিখিয়াছেন, দোকানের মালিক মহিলা না হইয়া পুরুষ হইলে আমাকে সারাটা দিন অভুক্ত থাকিতে হইত. পরে ঈশ্বরচন্দ্র তার আত্মজীবনীতে লিখিয়াছেন, later Ishwar has written, again I am using present perfect tense, because when I am describing history or a story or a fact, I am at liberty to use present indefinite tense or present perfect tense. Later, Ishwar Chandra has written in his biography or in his autobiography, comma, within inverted commas, দোকানের মালিক মহিলা না হইয়া পুরুষ হইলে. If the owner of the shop was a man instead of being a woman, again I am repeating, the owner of the shop, if the owner of the shop was a man instead of being a woman, I would have to spend the whole day unfed, unfed. I would have to spend the whole day unfed to satisfy his stomach. Okay, good English, no problem. Again I am repeating, later Ishwar Chandra has recorded or written in his autobiography, comma, within inverted commas, had the owner of the shop been a man instead of being a woman, had the owner of the shop been a man instead of being a woman, I would have to spend the whole day unfed. Full stop, inverted comma, close. So this is the Bengali passage I have translated for you, and you see that when you are translating a Bengali passage into English, you will have to transliterate. You should not try to translate from word to word. Okay, you will have to take the content and you will have to switch from one tense to another according to the sense. That is translation. Okay, again I will appear before you with a passage from Iswar Chandra or Bankim Chandra or from anywhere else. Good night, stay safe, stay well. And if you like, then you must subscribe my channel, and I shall be highly glad. Thanking all of you. Good night.